All right, what's up, folks? Low key GT. Uh, so I've been thinking. I don't know if any of you guys have ever heard the term halfback. We used to call people halfbacks, and I'll tell you towards the end of the video what a halfback is. But there's been a lot of discussion especially over recent months and years, about the influx of people who are moving into the state of Tennessee. Now, I'm in West Tennessee. Of course, Tennessee is broken up into three sectors. You've got West Tennessee, which is Memphis, Jackson, basically Memphis, Jackson area. Middle Tennessee, which is your Nashville metropolitan area. And then East Tennessee, which is going to be Knoxville, Cookeville, Pigeon Forge, Chattanooga, up in that area. So we have had a lot of people moving here to the state of Tennessee. Number one, we don't have a state income tax. I think that's a big thing for a lot of people. Housing prices, where they have increased a lot over the years, over recent years, they're still much more affordable than they are, out west, California, Nevada, out in that area, or even up New York and places like that. So home values here are, like I said, where they have increased quite a bit for us, they're still much more affordable than other places in the country. Like I said, lower taxes to some degree, no state income tax. A lot of different reasons people move here: lower crime rates. Just people have different reasons for moving here, of course, but and they're trying to get away from some of the craziness as far as politics. I don't discuss politics, so I won't even get into that. But yeah, we have had a large amount of people moving into the state of Tennessee. Now, most of those people are moving into the middle and East Tennessee regions of the state. We get a lot here in West Tennessee as well, but I think most of them gravitate towards East Tennessee. It's just a beautiful area up there. I think that's one reason why they gravitate up there. And there's a lot of conveniences there and so forth. And then Middle Tennessee, the Nashville area, a lot of people gravitate there because it's Nashville. It's Music City, USA. Again, there are a lot of things to do and see in Nashville. It's a prosperous area. So, and in West Tennessee, I said we get a lot of people moving in here too, as well. And I myself am a transplant as well, so I can't say much about that. We moved here in 1984, and I was 9 years old, so I've lived here 40 years now, and I love it. I love West Tennessee. I wish we had more as far as conveniences. If you like high-end restaurants or high-end shopping as far as clothing or furniture, stuff like that, we don't have a lot of that around here. If you like Walmart and you like Dollar General, then we're the place for you. But otherwise, there's just not a lot of convenience here. I've always said, I like to eat Cracker Barrel restaurant, and I've always said, if you want to go to a Cracker Barrel or a Applebee's or something like that, you've got to drive an hour from where I'm at here in Brewston, Tennessee. So not a lot of conveniences, and that's not to take away from our local establishments. We have some good local eateries and restaurants as well. But yeah, we moved here in '84 when I was 9 years old. So we moved from Southern Illinois, really close to the St. Louis area. So it was kind of a culture shock for me as well. Even at 9 years old, we moved from a fairly larger city to basically the sticks here. In '84, there's not much here now. In 2024, in '84, there was nothing here. It was like it was a culture shock, even for a 9-year-old. The schools were so much smaller, and which actually was not a bad thing. The schools were actually a little bit better. The crime rate, even at that time, was a lot lower, but from where we lived in Illinois. But it's just, I enjoy living here. I'm not taking away from it. It is what it is. It's rural. rural West Tennessee. You know, uh, I tell people they have to pump sunshine in here. We're so far out, and we don't get daylight until like Wednesday. Uh, but we've always had, from what I've seen, for years, we've had people that have moved in this to this area from out of state. Now, right now, we're having a lot of people move in here from out west, California, people from up northeast. So different places, different areas of the country are moving in here. Back in the day, it was very common to find a lot of people that were moving here at that time from, up north. They'd moved down here from Michigan, uh, Illinois, Indiana. Uh, we had a lot of people. Wisconsin. They would move from up north to Tennessee. What they would do, I think, is they would go up north and work most of their life, uh, make good money up north. Of course, back then the pay was a lot better up north than it was here. So they'd go up there and make their living, retire, and here's where the term halfback comes in. What we would call halfbacks is they would go up north, work their entire life, retire, and then they would move down to Florida. And they'd be in Florida for just a short period of time, and then they would realize how expensive it was to live in Florida. And they'd be like, man, this is costing us, it's a beautiful state, it's a nice place, but you got hurricanes, and it costs so much to live here. Well, we don't want to go back up north, so what do? They move halfway back, and that lands them somewhere right around the state of Tennessee, maybe Kentucky. So that's how we come up with the term halfbacks. We call them halfbacks. They retire from up north, move to Florida, and decide that they didn't like it there for whatever reason, whether it be the weather or the cost of living. And so they'd move halfway back and would land them in the state of Tennessee here. So there's your term halfbacks. All right, guys, just a little story time there while I'm sitting here. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.